Each week of the prep season, we select a Metro Prep Player of the Week, sponsored by the R&O Carriers New Orleans Bowl and the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation. Never easy to pick one person from the entire metro area, and we do our very best to do that with Lenny Van Gilder and Richie and I, and scouring through everything that transpired, trying to get stats from coaches, and making sure that we haven't missed anyone. And of course, we do our level best to spread the wealth. And I think today is a reflection of that because we have 15 young men representing 15 different schools. So that's called spreading the wealth, and we're pretty happy that it worked out that way. It always does not, but we do our best to try to make that happen. So with all 15 seasons of the prep football season now complete, we'll get Stan over here to the side of the stage as it's time to start honoring our honorees who are here today. So we start off with our Greater New Orleans Quarterback Club, CrescentCitySports.com, 106.1 The Ticket, and Friday Night Football Prep Player of the Week for week number 1 of the past season, Harlem Berry of St. Martin's Episcopal, a senior, and LSU signee. Berry rushed for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns, caught 3 passes for 109 yards and a 3rd touchdown on offense. On defense, he had 5 tackles, forced 2 fumbles, and he broke up a pass, and the second forced fumble set up the game-winning touchdown drive, while the pass broken up came on the final play of the game. Berry is coached by Kevin Dizer. Kevin, take a bow. And we want to recognize Harlem's family members who are here today as well. Please take a bow if you will. This award is sponsored by Belcourt Property Restoration and Tristan Mampy, our Player of the Week for week number 1 from St. Martin's Episcopal, Harlem Berry of St. Martin's. Come on up.
First and foremost, I just want to thank God for everything He's done for me. I want to thank my mom and dad, my coaching staff, and the St. Martin's community for all the support throughout this journey and these 4 years at the school. Thank y'all.
You can start crying now, Kevin. It's okay. Our Player of the Week for week number 2 from St. Augustine High School, Rashawn Coulon. A junior, Coulon completed 12 of 15 passes for 297 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he rushed 5 times for 42 yards and 2 more touchdowns in a 58-34 win over a team that would win a state championship, Cecilia. And St. Augustine was 2-0 at that point. Coulon is coached by Robert Valdez. Robert, take a bow if you will. And we want to recognize Rashawn's family members here today too. Please stand. This award is sponsored by Anthony J. Stoltz, CPA. Our Player of the Week for week number 2 from St. Augustine is Rashawn Coulon.
I just want to thank God. Nothing's possible without Him. I want to thank my teammates, my coaches, my parents for making everything possible to put me in the best position to win. Thank you.
Robert's smiling. He's got him for another year. Our Player of the Week for week number 3, Nate Shepard of Mandeville High School. A senior and Duke signee, Shepard accounted for 408 all-purpose yards and 6 touchdowns for the 2nd straight week, as Mandeville handled Carver 49-0. Shepard rushed 9 times for 142 yards and 3 touchdowns, and caught a 29-yard touchdown pass, and oh, by the way, returned 4 punts for 209 yards, including 1 for 89 yards, along with returns of 45 and 46 yards for touchdowns. He also broke up a pass, and I think he carried the water bucket too. Shepard is coached by Craig Jones. Craig, here, please take a bow. And we want to recognize Nate's family members that are here today as well. The award is sponsored by Clifton Donovan, our award winner, Player of the Week for week number 3, making his way up here with a crutch. This young man was on his way to being maybe the Player of the Year in Louisiana when he got injured. And the Lord had a different plan, but he's rehabbing well, and he's heading to a great university, and he'll do a great job there. Nate Shepard, a minute.
I just want to thank my mom, my coaches for always pushing me to be the best person, and wish this season could have went different, but God's always got a plan for you, so that's all I got.
I bet he's got a lot more. Our player of the week for week number 4 from Archbishop Shaw, Jasper Parker. A senior at Michigan signee, Parker set a school record, rushing 35 times for 327 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Eagles went to Lafayette Christian and defeated the Knights 31-8. Parker is coached by Hank Tierney. Hank, take a bow. Recognize Parker's family members here today as well. Good to have you. And this award sponsored by our friend Jim Ravanack, our player of the week for week number 4 from Archbishop Shaw, Jasper Parker. Jasper?
I just want to thank Coach Hank Tierney and my dad, first of all, for just keeping my head on straight. My journey was definitely different, but I just appreciate everybody who helped me get to the point I am. And I'm grateful for the community that's been built around me, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity to keep playing football and extend my academic career at University of Michigan. So, go Blue. Thank you.
Our player of the week for week number 5 from Edna Carr, John Johnson. A junior, Johnson completed 13 of 19 passes for 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. He rushed 11 times for 103 yards. His Carr remained undefeated with a 34-13 victory over St. Augustine in a key District 9-5A contest. Johnson is coached by Bryce Brown. Bryce, take a bow. I want to recognize John's family members here today as well. Please be noted. And this award sponsored by Ro Brown, our Hall of Fame friend and my partner. So we welcome our player of the week for week number 5 from Edna Carr, John Johnson. John?
First off, I want to thank God for blessing me for this opportunity. Next, I want to thank my parents, my grandparents, all my coaches that been there for me / uncles. I want to thank Mr. Will Brown for nominating me, and Mr. Trahan. I want to thank my teammates and the rest of my family. That's it.
Our player of the week for week number 6 from Riverside Academy, Dedrick Lasty. A senior, Lasty set a school record. He rushed 30 times for 534 yards and 8 touchdowns. And he caught a pass for 19 yards and a 9th touchdown. And then they decided we'll not give him a 10. It's all good. It was a 76-37 win over rival St. Martin's Episcopal. Lasty is coached by Lee Roussel. Lee, take a bow. I want to recognize Dedrick's family members here today as well. This award is sponsored by our good friends Michael and Linda Green of Lifegate Church from Riverside Academy. Our player of the week for week number 6 is Dedrick Lasty. Dedrick.
I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank all my family, my friends, everybody who supported me, my coaches, Coach Lee, Coach Dre, and that's it.
We're rolling pretty good. No long speeches yet. Got one coming somewhere. Stay tuned. Our player of the week for week number 7 from Lutcher, Trenton Cheney. A senior and University of Louisiana. Sonny Cheney rushed 10 times for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. He caught 3 passes for 70 yards and another score. Lutcher down EDY Catholic, 27-20 in a District 8 4A showdown. Cheney is coached by Dwayne Jenkins. Dwayne, take a bow. And we want to recognize friends, family members here today as well. This award is sponsored by Tim Levy, our gracious host here at the Cannery. For week number 7, our player of the week from Lutcher is Trenton Cheney. Trenton?
First, I want to thank my mother for if it wasn't for you, Mom, I would never be right here. For everybody, I'm originally from California, and my mama made a big move from Cali to Louisiana that changed my life and make me have a better opportunity in life. So I want to thank you, Mom. I want to thank God and everybody else that continues to follow me through this legacy. And yeah, go Cajuns, baby. Yeah.
He's raging already. Our player of the week for week number 8 from St. Charles Catholic is Brooks Monica. A junior linebacker, Monica recorded 17 and a half tackles, including 3.5 for loss. The St. Charles Catholic down previously unbeaten Belchase 15-14 in a key District 9 4A contest. Monica is coached by Wayne Stein. Wayne, take a bow. I want to recognize Brooks' family members that are here today as well. This award is sponsored by Delacroix Corporation and our friend Mike Bench, old-time member of the quarterback club. For week number 8, our player of the week from St. Charles Catholic is Brooks Monica. Brooks?
First, I thank God for putting me in this situation, giving me the opportunity, and thank all my coaches and my family for always pushing me to be the best I could be. And without them, I wouldn't be where I am now. Thank you.
Our player of the week for week number 9 from McDonough 35, Ja'Kai Anderson. The junior and LSU commit, Anderson returned a kickoff 75 yards for a touchdown. He returned a punt 64 yards for a touchdown, and he scored on a 7-yard run. He added a 2-point conversion, and oh, by the way, caught 4 passes for 90 yards as McDonough 35 clinched at least a share of the District 10 4A title with a 48-6 win over Douglas. Anderson is coached by Frank Daggs. Frank? I recognize Ja'Kai's family members as well. This award is sponsored by our good and great friend and longtime member of the quarterback club and helping make all this happen, Kevin Keitel and the Keitel Law Firm. For week number 9, our player of the week from McDonough 35 is Ja'Kai Anderson. Ja'Kai.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thank you to my parents, my coaches. I'm just blessed to be here, and I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Moving on to week number 10, our player of the week from Haynes Academy is Lachlan Clavery. A senior, Clavery rushed 17 times for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 45-0 win over Jefferson Rise to complete an undefeated 9-0 regular season. For the year, he had 225 rushes, 2,208 yards, and 27 touchdowns with no fumbles. And he's coached by Ben Powell. Ben, take a bow. I want to salute Lachlan's family members as well. We're here today. This award is sponsored by Linda L. Slayton, longtime member. We have deeply appreciated Linda, and our player of the week for week 10 from Haynes Academy, Lachlan.
First and foremost, I want to give all praise to the one above. I won't be able to do without him. I want to thank my coach Powell for believing in me and giving me all the chances I need to prove myself. I want to thank my dad, my family, and my mom back there. Especially my dad. I would not be able to do it without him. Been with me every step of the way. Love you, Dad. Thank you.
Our player of the week for week number 11 from Hunville, Calvin Smith Jr. A senior and Southeastern Louisiana signees, Smith rushed 20 times for 264 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he caught 2 passes for 18 yards. His number 8 Hunville outscored number 25 HL Bourgeois 49-39 in the Division 1 non-select playoffs. Smith is coached by Greg Boyne. Greg, take a bow. And we want to recognize Calvin's family members here today as well. Please be noted. This award is sponsored by John Hughes, our player of the week for week number 11 from Hunville, Calvin Smith Jr. Calvin.
I want to thank God first and foremost to be here. Very blessed and honored. And I want to thank my parents and my coaches, my trainers, helping me develop to become the best player I can. Thank you.
Thought it was only poetic that we'd have a table that had Hunt, Bill, and Destrehan together, don't you? So it's all good. They're good friends, actually. For week number 12, our player of the week from John Curtis Christian School is Reggie Johnson. A senior, Johnson completed a 22-yard game-winning touchdown pass with 10 seconds left, and he rushed 10 times for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns. Number 19, John Curtis, upset number 3, Acadiana, 28-27 in the Select Division I regional round of the playoffs. Johnson is coached by J.T. Curtis, and Jeff Curtis is here today as well. Jeff, thank you. And we want to recognize his family members, Reggie's family members here today as well. And this award is sponsored by our good and great friend and quarterback club executive Stan Cotterman Jr. and the Cotterman Law Firm. For week number 12, our player of the week from John Curtis Christian is Reggie Johnson. Reggie?
I want to thank God first and foremost for putting me in this position. I would like to thank my parents and Coach Jeff for making sacrifices to make me the best person I am. Thank you.
Our player of the week for week number 13 from Destrehan is Malachi Dabney. A sophomore, Dabney rushed 35 times for 219 yards and scored 5 touchdowns, and he had a catch for 5 yards. Number 10, Destrehan, went to Mosier and beat number 2 Airline 69-41 in the Division I non-select quarterfinals. Dabney is coached by Marcus Scott. Marcus, take a bow. And we want to recognize Malachi's family members here today as well. And we want to thank the Lord for bringing Marcus through to be as healthy as he is today. God is good all the time, and great to see you, buddy. This award is sponsored by Dr. Benny Jones. Thank you, Benny. And our player of the week for week 13 from Destrehan is Malachi Dabney. Malachi.
I want to thank my parents, and I want to thank the rest of my family that helped supporting me. And I'm also thankful for Coach Scott for being an amazing coach and the rest of the coaching staff, also my teammates. And I'm blessed, thankful to get this award. Thank you.
Our player of the week for week 14 from Franklinton is Jacob Crane. A junior, Crane completed 15 to 24 passes for 366 yards and 3 touchdowns as the top-seeded Demons knocked off number 5 Iowa 35-29 in the Division II non-select semifinals to reach the state championship game. Crane is coached by Nick Saltaformaggio. Nick, take a bow. And we want to recognize Jacob's family members here today as well. It came a long way today, I might add, given what's transpired across the league. The award is sponsored by Paul Mayerl and WSLA 1560 AM. For week number 14, our player of the week from Franklinton is Jacob Crane.
I thank God for giving me these talents and letting me be here, and I thank my family for always pushing me to the person I am now. I thank my coaches for always believing in me and putting me in the best position to win. And I'm proud to be on the team that got Franklinton back on the map.
And he's got another year, so there you have it. Our final prep player of the week for week number 15 from South Clackaman, Jaheim Chubb Williams. A senior, Williams rushed 15 times for 45 yards and a touchdown. He caught 6 passes for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. He returned a kickoff 50 yards, had an interception, and had 5 tackles in being named the most outstanding player. And South Clackaman defeated number 1 seed, previously unbeaten Haynesville, 20-7 for the Division IV non-select state championship in the Caesar Superdome. Williams is coached by Lyle Feet. Lyle. I want to recognize Naheem's family members as well. This award is sponsored by Robin Daniels for week number 15. Our award winner is Jaheim Williams of South Clackaman.
I like to thank God, my family, my coaches, my other coaches back at home, my principal, just always pushing me to be the best me. And that's it.
So the question is obvious. How do you get the nickname Chubb when you look like that, right? Great job.